Radio Lewes. Local webcasting for a worldwide audience.
You're listening to Radio Lewes, where the music matters. My name's Ben Fuller, and welcome to Guess the Year. Without further ado, this is Shawaddy Waddy. Hey, rock and roll. Shabody waddy there. Hey, rock and roll. This was the year that New Year's Day was first celebrated as a public holiday here in the UK, and Britain entered into its first post-war recession after statistics show that the economy contracted during the third and fourth quarters of the last year. And a Northern Ireland power sharing executive was set up in Belfast. Now one for my lovely wife Dawn. This is the Bay City Rollers and Summer Love Sensation.
Love
Bay City Rollers, Summer Love Sensation. This was the year that the 3-day week was introduced. Introduced by the government at the time as a measure to conserve electricity during the period of industrial action by coal miners. And Bagpuss was aired by BBC One for the very first time. I have very fond memories of that pink and yellow cat. And Grenada became independent of the United Kingdom. Next up we've got Terry Jacks and Seasons in the Sun.
Goodbye to you, my trusted friend. We've known each other since we were 9 or 10. Together we've climbed hills and trees, learned of love and ABC, and skinned our hearts and skinned our knees. Goodbye, my friend, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that the spring is in the air, pretty girls are everywhere. Think of me and I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the hills that we climbed were just seasons out of time. Goodbye, Papa, please pray for me. I was the black sheep of the family. You tried to teach me right from wrong. Too much wine and too much song, wonder how I got along. Goodbye, Papa, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that the spring is in the air, little children everywhere. When you see them, I'll be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the wine and the song, like the seasons, have all gone. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the wine and the song, like the seasons, have all gone. Goodbye, Michelle, my little one. You gave me love and helped me find the sun. And every time that I was down, you would always come around and get my feet back on the ground. Goodbye, Michelle, it's hard to die when all the birds are singing in the sky. Now that the spring is in the air, with the flowers everywhere, I wish that we could both be there. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the stars we could reach were just starfish on the beach. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the stars we could reach were just starfish on the beach. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun, but the wine and the song, like the seasons.
Terry Jacks there with Seasons in the Sun. Now, in April of my chosen year, the Soviet car maker Lada, which was founded 4 years ago as a result of an enterprise by Italian automotive giant Fiat, began selling cars in the UK. Its 1200 four-door saloon was based on the Fiat 124, which they took apart, took all the good bits out and then ruined it, and retailed for £999. I was being a bit rude there. I had a Lada Riva and it was one of the most reliable cars I ever had, I must admit. What else can I be telling you? Oh, Ian Ball, rather disturbed individual, failed in his attempt to kidnap HRH Princess Anne and her husband Captain Mark Phillips in the mall outside Buckingham Palace. And what else? Yes, the convicted armed robbers Keith Littlejohn and his brother Kenneth, who claimed to be British spies in the Republic of Ireland, escaped from Mountjoy Prison in Dublin. Now some Billy Swan, who says he can help.
If you got a problem, don't care what it is. If you need a hand, I can assure you this. I can help. I got two strong arms. I can help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help. It's a fact that people get lonely. Ain't nothing new. But a woman like you, babe, should never have the blues. Let me help. I got two for me. Let me help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help. When I go to sleep at night, you're always a part of my dream. Holding me tight, telling me everything I wanna hear. Don't forget me, babe. All you gotta do is call. You know how I feel about you. I can do anything at all. Let me help. If your child needs a dad, I can help. It would sure do me good. Do you good. Let me help. When I go to sleep at night, you're always a part of my dream. Holding me tight and telling me everything I wanna hear. Oh, don't forget me, babe. All you gotta do is call. You know how I feel about you. If I can do anything at all, let me help. A child needs a dad, I can help. It would sure do me good to do you good. Let me help.
Billy Swan, I Can Help. Let me see. Leeds United win their second Football League First Division title, and Manchester United were relegated from the Football League First Division, where they've played continuously since 1938. The relegation was confirmed when they lose 1-0 at home to their neighbours City in the penultimate game of the league season. The only goal of the game came from former United striker Dennis Law. The fascist far-right National Front gained more than 10% of the vote in several parts of London in council elections, but they failed to net any councillors. And another football one for you. Liverpool won the FA Cup for the second time, beating Newcastle United 3-0 in the Wembley final, with Kevin Keegan scoring twice and Steve Highway scoring the other goal. Now this is First Class and Beach Baby.
Whatever happened to the boy next door? The suntan crew got his fame. Long, hard days, Brucey Hayes, jukebox plays, but now it's fading away. We couldn't wait for graduation day, oh no. Except the car and drove to San Jose, oh. That's where you told me that you wear my ring. I guess you don't remember anything. Beach baby, give me a hand. Give me something that I can remember. Just like before, we could walk by the shore in the moonlight. Beach baby, there on the sand from July to the end of September. Surfing was fun, we'd be out in the sun every day.
The First Class with Beach Baby. Snow Knight wins the Epsom Derby at odds of 50-1, ridden by Brian Taylor. And John Pertwee left Doctor Who in the final episode of Planet of the Spiders, citing the death of his close acting friend Roger Delgado, who played the Master the previous year, as his reason. He was replaced by Tom Baker. And the Red Lion Square disorders saw members of the Fascist National Front clash with counter-protesters in London's West End, and unfortunately 21-year-old Kevin Gately, a university student, is killed. Oh, and the government admitting testing a nuclear weapon in the United States, which caused quite a large rift in the Labour Party. Now, one of my favourite tracks of all time. This is Queen and Killer Queen.
She keeps a Moet Chandon in a pretty cabinet. Anthony cake, she says, just like Marie Antoinette. Building a remedy for Khrushchev and Kennedy. At any time of imitation you can't decline. Caviar and cigarettes, well versed in etiquette, extraordinarily nice. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite. Wanna try? She never kept the same address. In conversation, she spoke just like a baroness. Middleman from China went down to gauge your mind. Then again, incidentally, you're that way inclined. Perfume came naturally from Paris. Because she couldn't care less, fastidious and precise. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. As the pussycat, momentarily out of action, temporarily out of gas, you're absolutely dry. She's out to get you. She's a killer queen, gunpowder gelatine, dynamite with a laser beam, guaranteed to blow your mind. Recommended at the price, insatiable and appetite. Wanna try?
Queen now with Killer Queen. There's an awful lot of football stuff going on in this chosen year of mine. Don Revie, the manager of Football League champions Leeds United, accepted the Football Association's deal to become the New England manager. And the Brighton and Hove Albion manager, Brian Clough, agrees to take over at Leeds. 10,000 Greek Cypriots protested in London against the Turkish invasion of Cyprus. The last production of steel by the Bessemer process in Britain at Wokington. What else? The collapse of the Court Line and its subsidiaries Clarksons and Horizon Holidays leaves 100,000 holidaymakers stranded abroad. And Thames Valley Police broke up the Windsor Free Festival. Now, Bachman Turner Overdrive. You ain't seen nothing yet.
I
BTO, and you ain't seen nothing yet. You're listening to Radio Lewes, where the music matters. This is Guess the Year. My name's Ben Fuller, and I've got more music and facts for you coming up after Carl Douglas and Kung Fu Fighting.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up. They were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a fainting to a slip, and a kicking from the hip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Yeah. But they fought with expert timing. There was Funky Billy Chin and Little Sammy Chung. He said, "Here comes the big boss. Let's get it on." We took a bow and made a stand. Started swaying with the hand. A sudden motion made me skip. Now we're into a brand new trip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. But they did it with expert timing. Oh, yeah. Keep on. Sure, everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Make sure you have expert timing. Kung fu fighting. Hands and feet, fast as lightning. Keep on.
Oh, Carl Douglas, Kung Fu Fighting. Now, CFAX was launched by the BBC, one of the first public service information systems in my chosen year, and the first UK McDonald's opens in Woolwich, southeast London. And after the M62 coach bombing earlier in the year, Judith Ward was sentenced to life imprisonment for the bombing, which killed 12 people. Now the Rubettes and Sugar Baby Love.
Sugar baby
take my advice. If you love someone, don't think twice.
Love you, baby, love. Sugar, baby, love. Love her anyway. Love her every day.
Sugar Baby Love by the Rubettes. Now, what else have I got to tell you about? Yes, the new Covent Garden Market in Nine Elms was opened, and Party Political broadcast, the final episode of Monty Python's Flying Circus, was broadcast on the BBC. Now this is Mud and Tiger Feet. Mud there and Tiger Feet. Now, new speed limits were introduced on Britain's roads in an attempt to save fuel at a time of Arab fuel embargoes following the Yom Kippur War. It's one I haven't heard about. Martin Rill and Anthony Hewish won the Nobel Prize in Physics for their pioneering research into radioastrophysics. Rill for his observations and inventions, in particular of the aperture synthesis technique, and Hewish for his decisive role in the discovery of pulsars. Now we've got some Susie Quattro and Devilgate Drive.
Hey, y'all want to go down to Doublegate Drive? Yeah! Let's come on!
Welcome to the dive.
A one, a two, three. When at the age of 5, they can do that jive. Down the Doublegate Drive. And at the age of 6, they're gonna get that kick. So down the Doublegate Drive. Where your mama don't know where your sister don't go. She go down to the drive, she's the star of the show. But let her move on up, let her come, let her go. She can jive down the Doublegate Drive. So come alive, down in Doublegate Drive. So come alive, down in Doublegate, down in Doublegate, down in Doublegate Drive. Down in Doublegate, down in Doublegate, down in Doublegate Drive. When they reach 15, that's when they all get mean. Down in Doublegate Drive. When I was 16, I was a jukebox queen. Down in Doublegate Drive. I got the age of park on the road to sin. Knock down the gates, let me in, let me in. Don't mess me wrong, 'cause you know where I've been to die. Down in Doublegate Drive. So come alive, down in Doublegate Drive. So come alive, down in Doublegate, down in Doublegate, down in Doublegate Drive. Down in Doublegate, down in Doublegate, down in Doublegate Drive. Ooh, come alive, come alive, come don't know where your sister don't go. She go down to the drive, she's the star of the show. Let her move on up, let her come, let her go. She can jive down the Doublegate Drive. So come alive, down in Doublegate Drive. So come alive, down in Doublegate, down in Doublegate, down in Doublegate Drive. Come on, boys. Let's do it one more time for Susie. Are you ready now? One, two, come alive,
Oh, the unmistakable sound of Susie Quattro and Devilgate Drive. Now then, China gave 2 giant pandas to Britain. We welcome Ching Ching and Chai Chai to our shores. And some important publications. Stan Middleton's novel Holiday. John le Carre's novel Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, the first of the Quest for Carla trilogy featuring George Smiley. And my personal favourite of the lot, the campaign for Real Ale's first good beer guide, was published in my chosen year, and there's an awful lot of births of very famous people, including yours truly. It was my time to be born in my chosen year, along with Melanie C of the Spice Girls, Kate Moss, the English model, Christian Bale, the actor, Ian Huntley, we all know what he did, Robbie Williams, Lyndon David Hall, James Blunt, Chris Moyles, Mark King, the English snooker player, the list goes on, Victoria Beckham, Denise Van Elton, David Mitchell, the comedian and actor, Justin Lee Collins, Amelia Fox. Oh, the list goes on. Tim Henman. I think that'll do. And we're going to continue with the music now with George McRae and Rock Ya Baby. George McRae there, Rock Ya Baby. Now, some technology of the year. The MRI scanner was developed in the USA. And after 84 days in space, the last crew of the temporary American space station Skylab returned to Earth. Pocket calculators start to appear in shops. And Lucy, an almost complete hominid skeleton over 3 million years old, is discovered in Africa. Now for the Kinks, and You Really Got Me.
You really got me going. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so bad night. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me. See, don't ever set me free. I always wanna be by your side. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me. See, don't ever set me free. I always wanna be by your side. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh yeah, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me.
A great track there from the Kinks, You Really Got Me. Some popular films of the year: The Exorcist, Papillon, Herbie Rides Again, Blazing Saddles, The Great Gatsby, Death Wish, Godfather 2 and Murder on the Orient Express. And a couple of tunes I didn't have time to put in: Eric Clapton with I Shot the Sheriff and Paul McCartney with Band on the Run. Now this is The Sweet and the Ballroom Blitz.
Ready, Steve? Andy? Yeah. Mick? Okay. All right, fellas. Let's go!
It's been getting so hard living with the things you do to me. Why things are getting so strange. I'd like to tell you everything I see.
Oh, I see a man at the back. As a matter of fact, his eyes are as red as the sun. And the girl in the corner, let no one ignore her, 'cause she thinks she's the passionate one. Oh, yeah, it was like lightning. Everybody was frightening, and the music was soothing, and they all started grooving. And the man at the back said, everyone attack, and it turned into a ballroom blitz. And the girl in the corner said, boy, I want the one, you it'll turn into a ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz.
Reaching out for something, touching nothing's all I ever do. I softly call you over when you feel there's nothing left in you.
Now the man at the back is ready to crack as he raises his hands to the sky. And the girl in the corner is everyone's fun, and she could kill you with a wink of her eye. Oh, yeah, it was electric, so frantically hectic. And the band started leaving, 'cause they all stopped breathing. And the man at the back said, everyone attack, and it turned into a ballroom blitz.
Sweet, and the Ballroom Blitz. Now, if you haven't guessed it already, because I know Radio Lewes listeners are all an intelligent bunch, the year I've been looking for was the year that Lord Lucan disappeared and is suspected of murdering his child's nanny. Yes, of course, it is 1974. You've been listening to Radio Lewes, where the music matters. This has been Guess the Year. I've been Ben Fuller. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm going to leave you with a Cockney Rebel and Mr. Soft. Until next time, bye-bye.
Mr. Soft, turn around and force the world to watch the things you're going through. Oh, Mr. Soft, believe everything they tell you and be damned if they'll thank you. You paint everything so cruel, coming on like Mr. Cool. Paint your face and shut the gate. No one's coming home till late. Ooh-la. Cha. Don't you know life gets tedious enough without this extra crutch to bear? You so slow. Shift your ideas, make your mind up in a jiffy. Let's be fair. We'll all be taken off tonight. Turn off your eyes and shut the lights. Oh, you're the most, you're so unreal.
Radio Lewes. Local community webcasting.